How's it going, Wi-Fi Nation? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today, bring you guys some more Terrakion action with a new member of the team called Thwackey. I've been missing Rilaboom, and this is probably the best opportunity for me to actually kind of play with a so-called Rilaboom, and it really fits this team very well. I was messing around with my Terrakion team, and I've changed a lot of stuff. If you want to look back at my last VGC battle, it used to have like the Swooback combo. I took that out, added Braviary and Dracovish from another team I've been running here lately as well, and kind of just merged them together to see if it would work. And truth be told, it really does do very well. And I really think this is a really good step forward in this team, this Terrakion team that I'm working on. Anyway, let's get into the battle. We're going up against Noivern and Urshifu, and I believe that's the water Urshifu, which can be a little problematic because I am a Terrakion, but nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and Dynamax our Terrakion as our opponent is Dynamaxing their Noivern. And pretty much what my thought process was is, okay, I know Noivern's going to be faster than my Terrakion. That's no problem, because I'm going to fling the Salic Berry from my Weavile. And for the ones that don't know what Salic Berry does, it gives me a +1 in my speed. And then from there, I'm going to get a +1 in my attack too, thanks to my ability in being hit by a dark move. I'm going to get, so I'm +1 attack, +1 speed, and during that, it's going to give me a chance to outspeed that Noivern, which we do. I mean, Weavile's a fast mon, dude. That's why we're able to get this combo off so often. And then, like I said, we're just going to go after this Noivern. If it's Focus Sash, it's Focus Sash. It's still going to be fainting for the end of this turn because we're going for Max Rockfall, and it'll buff it. But it is not Focus Sash. It just goes straight down, so that's really good for us. Urshifu's over here. Urshifu's going to be going for Surging Strikes, and actually does quite a bit of damage, but we are able to take the attack very well overall. I mean, we all know how Surging Strikes hits. It's free critical hits, so yeah, that's not easy to take, but we actually do take it pretty well. Living on 60 HP, hey, I'm not complaining about that. Alright, so now everyone's taking buffet damage and all that. Rhyperior comes out. Now we're at a big advantage. So right here I was like, yeah, we're definitely at a big advantage. He lost his Dynamax and it did nothing. Right here though, I'll bring out Thwackey, and I hope I'm saying his name right. My wife has caught me already saying, no, you're saying his name wrong, and I was like, I really don't know how to say his name. I was predicting this Urshifu to protect itself, and it does. And then I'll go for Max Knuckle into the Rhyperior, and boys, have you ever seen a Rhyperior go down that easy? Rhyperior just drops, which is great because now Thwackey gets a +1 in attack, and well, there's not much my opponent can do about stopping my Thwackey, since we do have Grassy Glide, and that is pretty much a one-shot on that Urshifu, and he just protected, so he can try and go for Detect again, and he could get it, but what ground is he gaining if he does that? So yeah, he's in a tough spot right now, and I don't really know how he could get out. Maybe if he had Ally Switch on Dumb Eyes, which I don't even know if he could get, but hey, that's his only outcon on this one, because Thwackey just gets the KO. Max Rockfall comes out, and we're just going to pick up the KO on this Delmize as well. So yeah, I kind of figured what I wanted to showcase was kind of like, okay, what this team can actually do in the first battle, and this team is looking pretty good, especially since my opponent decided to Rage Quit, as you'll see right now. Yeah, you always love a good old Rage Quit, you know. So yeah, we'll go ahead and jump into battle number 2. Alright, in battle number 2, this is one of those battles that I was like, oh man, dude, we made like one crazy good sick read, or actually we forced the play to happen in this game, and from that forced play, and we're able to take we're able to do a lot of big damage and stuff. So you guys will just have to wait to see. That trainer card is scary though, and this is why this video is not made for kids. Is that was a very, very scary trainer card, and very inappropriate in my opinion. To me, I don't think those type of trainer. I don't. To me, Game Freak's gotta do something about taking some of those type of cards out, because those are very offensive. But anyway, into the battle. You got Grimmsnarl, Primarina. I'm starting off with Thwackey and Braviary. Alright, so yeah, he knows Thwackey. He knows Thwackey's a big threat, so he's like, I'm gonna switch my Primarina right out into this Durarudon, which is fine by me. And so we decide to Dynamax our Braviary. And yeah, I accidentally turned on the TV. That's not good. I turned it off. So anyway, we Dynamax our Braviary. Got that Glassy Glide going off. Durarudon does no damage to it at all. Grimmsnarl decides to set up a Reflect, and we're gonna go for a Max Airstream, and it does okay damage. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's really decent damage. Now, if he didn't have the Reflect up, I definitely would say that's a 2-hit KO, but thanks to his having the Reflect, it's probably a 3-hit KO on that Grimmsnarl. Unless I get lucky or something, like a crit or something, but you know, you don't count for those. Now here, our opponent decides to go ahead and Dynamax their Durarudon, which, I mean, the trainer itself is pretty scary looking, not gonna lie. Anyway, Durarudon's out here now. And I believe what Durarudon does is, right here he goes for Reflect, which is a misclick in my opponent's hand. We'll go for Max Airstream. Try and get some more damage on that Grimmsnarl. We'll bring it down to the red health. And Thwackey, I believe we're going for a knockoff onto that Durarudon. I really didn't want to go for Max Knuckle in case if he has that weakness policy, then I'd proc the weakness policy. But thankfully he has, well, not really thankfully, but we're able to take off the Life Orb. And that was that's good, because now it made Thwackey able to live the attack. This Thwackey, if the ones that don't know, this Thwackey is a max HP, max attack, and it's holding the Eviolite, which the Eviolite for non-evolved Pokemon will boost the defense and special defense of that Pokemon. So me having max HP and then getting the boost from those defenses allows me to actually live a lot of hits, and then I put max attack on this thing as well, so this thing's able just to get a lot of stuff going. He's like, I mean, this is a really, I mean, with holding that item, he's really good. Right here, we did not predict the Primarina, but I kind of was thinking, was like, I don't know if Glassy Glide would KO that Grimmsnarl, so I was like, I'll just Wood Hammer. Primarina comes switching in. I was like, ooh, that's big. But so, awesomely too, Thwackey lives on 1 HP thanks to the Wood Hammer recoil, and then the Max Steel Spike still went into the Thwackey. So that was really nice. That was a really great turn for us overall. Right here we go into Dracovish, and now right here's where I'm forcing the play. I'm wanting him to go for Max Wormwind. And now I know you're thinking, why? Why are you wanting him to do that? Well, Braviary has an ability called Defiant, so if any of his stats get lowered, his attack will go up by 2 stages. And we're going to go for double protect here. And from pretty much, I mean, that means we're going to live. And that means Braviary is going to get its attack boost. Grimmsnarl finally sets up the light screen, but I have no special attackers. And yeah, right here's the Max Wormwind. He actually goes into Braviary. I was expecting him to go to the Dracovish, but hey, I'll take it either way. Dracovish's attack goes down, you'll see Braviary, you'll say his attack went down, but then I get a +2 thanks to my Defiant. And that's why Braviary is such a dangerous Pokemon, because if you don't play it right, Braviary is just going to run you over. And that's basically what happens. Braviary can set itself up with many, well, the opponent can set your Braviary up in many different ways, so it's pretty crazy. Braviary is just going to finish off the Grimmsnarl here with a nice Brave Bird. He goes for Taunt onto my Dracovish. The only move I have that Taunt affects is Protect, and I'm not really worried about my Dracovish anyway, as long as I'm able to get the Reflect off with my Socket Fangs. As long as I was able to get that Socket Fangs off, then we were fine. I go ahead and sack Dracovish. Dracovish goes down to a Draco Meteor, and that's okay. That is okay by me. Alright, so let's see. I believe I have one more left. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I have a Terrakion left, and I believe he has Arcanine. And the great thing about going up against Arcanine is that he'll lower my attack, right? But then all of a sudden my Defiant will kick in. So that's why Intimidate's kind of, it's hard to go up against Braviary when you have an Intimidate mon, because Braviary just does so much damage. And right here, close combat. This is a +3, by the way. We just destroyed that Durarudon. So hey, I mean, if anything, have y'all ever seen a bird take out a big steel dragon like that? What I like about this Braviary is, though, it has great synergy with Terrakion. It has great synergy with the whole team, really, but especially with the Terrakion, because we're able to get like a Earthquake off. I was wondering if Rock Slide would be better in that scenario, but I was not 100% for sure if I was going to get the KO on that Durarudon, so I figured Earthquaking is probably the safer bet, in case if I don't get a KO on that Durarudon, I can get it with the Earthquake. But anyway, we finish off the Arcanine, and let's jump into battle number 3. Alright, in battle number 3, this is the battle that you guys all clicked for. This is Thwackey versus Serena. In this battle, my opponent's got himself like a nice little Trick Room Mudsdale team going on. I can assume that Grimmsnarl has swagger, but I don't think he shows it in this battle, so I'm not 100% for sure if it does or doesn't. And yeah, I mean, this is basically what you guys are all here for, is to see if Thwackey's better than Serena. And you guys will see at the very end of this battle. No spoilers, by the way. Alright, my opponent, he goes ahead and leads Dusclops and Mudsdale, as I lead my Weavile and Terrakion. And what this lead does for me, well, actually, I played this a little wrong. What I should have done was not Dynamax my first turn. I should have protected Terrakion on turn 1, and I should have taunted the Dusclops. In my mind, I thought, oh man, dude, I could just go ahead, Dynamax Terrakion. There's no way Dusclops can live a Max Rockfall from my Terrakion with Life Orb boost and all of that going on. I mean, it's stab, I'll get a +1. Yeah, there's no way he's going to survive that. And a lot of things do not survive that combo. But Dusclops happens to be one of the few that can. And I had another way to stop it with the taunt, but I just did not go that route. Just some of those plays happen, you know, you just don't go the right route sometimes. You just kind of forget or whatever. And believe me, I'm the first one to tell you. Sometimes I make the bad play. I mean, and to me, this is the bad play. I mean, because, yeah, his Mudsdale is over there, kind of. He's Dynamax, so I don't know if necessarily me protecting Terrakion might have been the best play. maybe I will go ahead and Dynamax Terrakion and start trying to get some damage off onto that onto the Dusclops. But let's go ahead and taunt it first or something. I don't know necessarily what the right play was, but right there we take a lot of damage from that Mudsteel. So maybe not even Dynamaxing Terrakion, trying to maybe switch into Thwackey or something to half that damage from that Max Quake or something might have been smart too. But anyway, we didn't do that, and therefore we have to pay the price for not doing that kind of play. And Dusclops sets up the Trick Room. Right here, we're stuck. We can't do much. We have to go for Max Guard because now this Mudsteel, he's going to outspeed my Terrakion, no problem. Thankfully, he targets into Terrakion with a Max Steel Spike, and so we ain't gonna take no damage from that turn. The Dusclops did go for Pain Split. That's why he's got all of his health back. And we're just trying to chip away with our Weavile, but I mean, he's pretty much back where we started, and Weavile just lost some health. Right here we go for Protect, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to take no more from that Dusclops. We're going to try Max Guard again, but it fails. Nightshade goes into the Weavile. We protect it there. We would have lived it, and we probably could have tried to take out the Dusclops there, but I felt like protecting Weavile might have been in a better scenario overall. Yeah, the Mudsteel goes for Max Steel Spike and finishes off my Terrakion. And right here, it's bad that we lost our Terrakion, but it does give me a free switch in to our Dracovish right here. So that's always a good thing. And then, yeah, as you can see, I do have Thwackey in the back as well. But yeah, we end up going into Dracovish. So right here, Mudsteel undynamaxes. That was free turn to Dynamax, and thankfully he only destroyed one mon, so that's not too bad. We go ahead and switch into Thwackey, switching Weavile out for Thwackey, and we're just gonna try. We know we can go for that Grassy Glide, you know. I mean, so why not try and go ahead, play a more defensive turn this turn, and the next turn we're going to try and target into that Dusclops. So we're also trying to stall out Trick Room just a little bit, so that's all nice. Thwackey comes in on like the best scenario though, because one, Mudsteel goes for Rock Slide, but Thwackey dodges it. Plus that wouldn't have done much anyway to Thwackey, and then Dusclops normally don't, I mean, the worst he could have done was Nightshade. That might have hurt, but he was oddly in a weird position where I didn't feel like I was too threatened by it. Anyway, Dusclops switches out to Serena. Serena actually, with its ability, Queen's Majesty, will make it to where my Glassy Glide will not hit this turn. So we're actually forced to go for a Wood Hammer the following turns. But right here, Body Slam or Body Press does a lot to Dracovish, but we're able to retaliate back. And I believe Trick Room ends this turn, so we did successfully stall that out too, which is nice. Yeah, right there, Trick Room ended. We do switch Dracovish out though, trying to save it till the very end. We're going to go into Weavile. Giving that Serena an option, you either have to go into Thwackey, and one, you're going to lose your Mudsteel no matter what. So you're going to have to target Thwackey, or you're going to have to target Dracovish. I want to save Dracovish. So therefore, who are you targeting? You're targeting the Dracovish. Thwackey's in. You know, if he targeted the Thwackey, I would have had a Weavile in that situation, and Weavile would threaten that Serena pretty hard as well with its triple axle. So that's out. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's the reason I made that switch, is giving my opponent a choice. I know sometimes that's not a great idea, but that's what play I had this time. Right here, this is an odd move from Dusclops. I've never seen a helping hand Dusclops, but hey, you know, it's there sometimes, right? You can never take it out. We go for Vicious Ring, get a critical hit actually, which I don't know if it necessarily matters, but yeah, that did a lot of damage. We take out the Dusclops thanks to our Thwackey going for knockoff. Drop Kick comes out though. With that helping hand boost, he's actually able to KO my Dracovish. So now it's Thwackey against the world, which if you not noticed, Thwackey kind of took both KOs. That's already happened, but he's got one more Pokemon even, and it happens to be a Primarina. Now I cannot go for a Grassy Glass, so I'm forced to go for Woodhammer. Woodhammer just destroys Primarina, and thankfully the Serena goes for Triple Axle, and Triple Axle actually missed. That was huge. And pretty much at that point I kind of was like, man dude, that means I won the game, because Thwackey is actually faster than the Serena, and that's awesome, you know. So hey, you take them. We're gonna go ahead and finish it off with that knockoff. So guys, if you guys did enjoy, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Question of the day is, what would you be considered using a Thwackey in VGC, try and get him to be like the next Rilaboom? But anyway guys, if you guys did enjoy, this is Wi-Fi Marin signing out. Peace.